Hey guys, welcome to a video that I'm going to be talking about just randomness, basically the shit of 2020 of the year, because it's now 2021 now. It's January 4th as of now. Hopefully it's still the 4th when I upload this video, but I wanted to make this video a reflection of the year of 2020. 2020 was a bad year. For the world, not just for me, not for everybody, not just for like the random guy down the street. For the whole world, it was a bad year. It was just a really bad year with bad shit, and just, yeah, it's it's baffling. It's history changing. Just everything that happened, it will change the world forever of everything that happened in 2020. And I thought I would reflect in this video the ups and downs of my life, and even everything else that's going on in this world, all the ups and downs of 2020. Some people might say, what ups are there? There have been some ups of this year, well, last year technically now, and I wanted to talk about them. And I'm going to talk about them last. I'm actually going to mostly call it downs and ups, because I'm going to start with the negative first, because a lot of bad shit happened in 2020. So let's talk about some of the bad stuff that happened in 2020. The downs of 2020. First, it's the obvious. It's the coronavirus. COVID-19 was a thing. It was in the late 2019, and then turned into a worldwide pandemic of 2020. By the time March hit, everything was shut down. Movie theaters were shut down, and millions of people got sick, and a lot of people lost their lives. Many people lost family members, friends, spouses, everything, and it was tragic what happened for the coronavirus. I knew people close to me that got the virus. Luckily, I never got the virus, but I did get tested many times. That's a horrible test, the corona test. But it changed the world and changed our society and stuff, and it was horrible. It was fucking horrible, and it's still going to this day. People are still getting COVID and dying from it, and it's horrible. It's a terrible virus, and I want people to stay safe. And I want people to take it seriously. I know there are people out there that are anti-maskers, and I understand it's your body, your choice, but it's about other people too. It's about respecting other people's lives as well. So, just going to say that. But another down happened is I lost my job because I was a manager at a movie theater, and all movie theaters shut down. And at first, I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do. I thought I would lose my place. I didn't know how I'd pay bills and stuff. And it was stressful, and it was struggling, and it was hard to deal with. Really hard to deal with. And listening to the news every day and all these people dying of this virus, it was horrifying in the beginning of 2020 when this virus came out. It was scary. It was very, very scary. People were scared. And I understand. And then another thing that happened in the downside of 2020, a lot of riots happened. Some were not justified, but riots happened. A lot of things happen, and usually when it's the year of a political war, a lot of riots happen in general, but a lot of bad things happen to people in society, and a lot of shootings, police brutality and stuff, and it divided the nations. It divided everybody. People were saying there's bad on this side, this side is evil, this side is good, and you were either on one side or the other. You couldn't pick no sides, or you couldn't be in the middle. You had to pick a side. And it was horrible. Like, people were saying, if you're not on this side, you're a racist, or you're a bigot and stuff. And it was nuts. And what happened to these people when they lost their lives, it was wrong. It was very, very wrong. Horribly wrong. However, for some of the cases, not all the cases, but some of the cases, there was a lot more to the story. And this was a year where the media overblown a lot of things in a lot of situations. The media lied about a lot of things. And when the truth came out, the media did not want to talk about the truth. They did not care about the truth. And it was fucking horrible. It was pretty disgraceful too. And it made me judge the media as a whole. And yeah, fuck them. And what else? What other downs happened? Just so much stuff. I had cousins that got sick, and I had an uncle who passed away this year, not due to coronavirus, but he had a stroke and he passed away. That was really sad. Going to a funeral during the pandemic was really complicated too. Going to the funeral, it was raining and stuff, and everyone had to be 6 feet apart from each other, and it's horrible because my cousin lost his dad, and all I want to do is hug him and say everything's okay, but I can't do that because of the pandemic and stuff. And we people couldn't live as normal people because of this virus, and it was horrible. It was really bad. And then also the downs is the political war. I was talking about political war. Joe Biden and Donald Trump went against each other in the political race, and everybody was dividing themselves once again, not just because of the riots and the shootings, but this political war. People were hating each other. Like, we're supposed to love and respect each other, but because people were on different sides of the political spectrum, people were hating each other. People were wishing death on each other. They want each other out of the country. It was horrible. Why can't Republicans and Democrats just get along? Why can't they? This is why I am in the middle between the two of them. Because I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate the Republicans or the Democrats. I agree, actually, they each have good sides and bad sides to them. There should be less hatred in this world and more love and respect. But during that politics, in those political wars, in those just those battles they were having between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, it was bad. And I don't even like Joe Biden, and I don't like Kamala Harris, and I'm not a huge Trump fan either. But it was crazy what was going on. And I'm like, you people are fucking nuts, man. Like, fucking crazy. You have a right as an American to vote who you want to. There is no right or wrong. Just vote. And then also this year, randomly, the fucking Oscars changed their categories of, race things. Like, your movies have to have these qualifications for your movies to get nominated. I'm like, what the fuck does that got to do with movies? What does that got to do with anything? Having your movie have, people of color, which they should anyways, but, if they don't, they don't. That does not take away from your movie. But according to the listings of the Oscars, your filmmakers have to be people of color. You have to have at least a main character who is a person of color or a woman and stuff. I'm like, so 1917 would have never gotten nominated. All those classic movies that are considered the greatest films of all time, like Casablanca, and even Breakfast Club, Back to the Future, or I don't know, Gone with the Wind, anything like Godfather, none of those would have ever gotten nominated for Oscars because apparently they're not good enough because there's just white people in them. It doesn't matter if they have all white people or white people or black people or Asian people. It doesn't matter. The movie has to be good. That's all that should fucking matter for the Oscars. Putting this race thing in the Oscars or a gender thing when it comes to the Oscars in the credentials to have to be nominated for an Oscar, there should be no credentials. Just be a good movie. That's it. Be a good movie. It's fucking stupid. Fucking ridiculous. The film industry also is disgraceful this year. The shit they had to do. The controversies with Johnny Depp and Gina Carano and Mario Lopez and all these people. What is wrong with you? People, get a fucking life. Get a fucking life, people. Get a life. And Johnny Depp, justice for Johnny Depp, he didn't do shit. Also, some more downs. The film industry was just down. Not a lot of good films came out this year. I love movies. I love going to theaters. Theaters were shut down and shit, and I couldn't go to the movies and see my favorite films. I saw great movies this year, don't get me wrong, but a lot of bad movies. 2020 is the worst year ever for cinema, for movies. Fucking garbage movies that came out. Garbage. And just Hollywood's gone very woke now, too. Especially with movies, television shows, and music. It's just fucking annoying. Everything now is political. Everything now is safe space, political, be nice and stuff. I'm like, okay, it's good to be nice. But now, if you just say one random thing, you're a bigot or a racist or this or a sexist and stuff. Stand-up comedians can't even be funny anymore. Poor Dave Chappelle and Anthony Jeselnik, who are people who live off of insulting people in their comedy, which is great. It's hilarious. But you can't even be a stand-up comedian anymore unless you're If you're bashing right-wing conservatives or bashing Donald Trump, then that's funny. But if you're not doing any of that, it's not funny, apparently. Ridiculous. It was a lot of bad shit this year. So much horrible stuff this year. However, I'm gonna just push it over to some good stuff. There was ups. There was ups this year for me. It's hard to find some, I know, but there was ups. I have my family. My family was there this whole pandemic. They were there for me. They were there to help out. When I lost my job, they were there to help. Also, the Canadian government. Fucking, I never thought I'd say that, but Canadian government came out with this thing called CERB to help people who lost their jobs during the pandemic, to help give them extra money to pay their bills and pay their rent. And honestly, I respect that. I was never a Justin Trudeau fan, but I respect him for that. Him and Rob Ford, the mayor of Toronto, or the premier of Ontario, sorry. And I respect them for that. It really helped us and saved our asses this year. Like, I wouldn't have been able to pay my bills if it wasn't for the CERB. So, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, government. Thank you. Also, there was exploring new things. Because of the pandemic and I couldn't go to the movies and stuff, I was open to learn new things. I studied new things, read books that I never read, and I even went camping for the first time. I'd never been camping in my life or fishing in my life, but I did it because I had nothing else to do, and it was fun. It was adventurous and enjoyable. I liked that. It was cool. I never would have experienced that if it wasn't for the pandemic, so that was great. I loved it. It was really cool. And most importantly, I met the love of my life this year. Well, sorry. I got together with the love of my life this year. I've known Lindsay for about 4 years. We worked together at Cineplex. We were friends. And on December 27th of 2019, we became officially boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff. But throughout the whole year of 2020, she was my rock. She was there every time I felt depressed or upset or scared. Lindsay was there for me. She got to be part of my community on YouTube with you guys and stuff, doing live streams with me and everything. And it was great. It was fantastic. I love Lindsay with all my heart. And this year was horrible, but she made it bright. It was a year of darkness, but she was the light within my darkness. Also, we got a new kitty, Storm. My cat, she's just the cutest thing ever. It's amazing. I loved this new cat and my girlfriend and everything. Also, I played some really awesome video games this year, like some really fucking cool games, like Ghost of Tsushima, Hades was fucking badass. Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I've been waiting for like 10 years. It was a wicked video game. I loved that. And I got to play some games I never got to play, like A Way Out and shit. Like, I got to play some pretty awesome fucking games this year, and hell of a year for video games. Hell of a year for video games and stuff. And you guys, my channel, I got to do more YouTube videos because of the pandemic and stuff. And even though, like, I get assholes, I still love you guys, my community and stuff. And you guys are great. You guys are awesome. You make YouTube enjoyable. I make it for you guys. It's good for me because it's like a therapy. I get to talk and stuff, but making videos for you guys is a blast. You guys want to hear what I have to say. You guys want to hear my opinions and my insights and my babbling and stuff. Me being me. I also want to thank my buddy Ryan O'Toole, man. He battled a lot this year. With he got coronavirus, and him and his family battled through it, man. He's a good YouTube friend, man, and you guys should check him out, man. He's a great buddy, and I wish him all the best, man. And all my YouTube friends, man, like they all put out some great content this year. And just, even though this was a horrible year, you can always find the ups in a really down year. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I want to wish you guys good luck. I really want you guys to have a good year. Maybe 2021 could be a better year. You guys are awesome and the best. And I wish you guys just to be safe. Take care and enjoy the dark side.